X amount, no time, no waste. Niggas yell squad, but they weak as fuck. Pass me the aux, blow speakers up.
And he wanted us to leave too impatient, to wait for practical things like clothing. I watched in a panic as he made his way toward the door, ran into the front porch, his arms flailing wildly, unashamed of his nudity. The image plays in my mind with such cruelty. I mean, can you imagine recording someone's demise? All the pain that they have reaped and replaying it on screen every night before sleep, that shit haunts me. And I'm not sure if that feeling will last forever or if it is a tie that me and shots of whiskey can sever. We must get the fuck out of here. I understood the gravity of the situation. I grabbed my phone and I called my parents, and that's the point of significance. Because I knew that calling the police on a black man would be the very same as signing his death certificate, and I didn't want him to die. The parts of him that still live, that is. The remnants of him that I could still see before his decision to play this game, to succumb to this disease, to attempt to kill enough brain cells to erase painful memories, to allow the formaldehyde to fight off his demons and his depression. So fuck your outward economy. This was his soul's recession, and the part of me that understood that wanted to rip and tear at my own clothes, wanted to escape the shell of a person that life had forced me to grow into. Perhaps there was more to his drug-induced declarations, crying out in desperation for a separation of church and reprobate mind, and out of fear that our God had left him behind. The Christians say, once you go too far, he'll never let you back in. But then they say that once you found some more sort of happiness, that you must have made a deal with Satan. So their mouths are moving and the words are spewing, and they always say it with such great conviction. They never bother to keep track of their contradictions or seem to notice how their advice brings others so down, and their version of Jesus never seems to be round. So in theory, he was all by himself in that water where he almost drowned. No wonder he felt the need to escape. We must get the fuck out of here. I can't say that he was wrong. And I can't say that I am not tired from fighting off my own demons and being strong for everyone but myself. I can't say that I've conquered all of my fears, or that I know where I'm gonna go when I get to leave here. I just know that I agree in that the whiskey in the PCP to which we cleave ultimately do nothing to fill this empty. So maybe we should just leave it alone. We must get the fuck out of here. Thank you. Woo! What's up, everybody? I'm Whiskey Girl. Y'all supposed to clap. Yeah! Listen, I'm a local artist. We have to take that applause when we can, because my children are not impressed by this. My parents aren't, you know? So when we have these platforms, we want y'all to clap and shout out and do all that shit. So thank you guys for coming. Thank you for bearing with us on the time, all that jazz. I'm so happy that everybody's here, and I wanted to take my time in this moment. This whole show is not going to be like anything you're used to. We're not rushing. We're all getting through our words. We're all living in our moments, because this is what we do. I just want to say that the poem that I did is a little dark. It's about drug abuse. It's an incident that happened with somebody who's close to me, right? And normally when I go to open mics and I do the poetry thing, I do like upbeat, like ratchet sort of poems to get everybody laughing, to entertain. But sometimes you have to write what's on your heart. And most of us local artists who do this, from the visual artists to the poets to the musicians, we write what we like, and we know what the audience really likes. But sometimes we write from our heart and we don't feel like we get to express that how we want it. So I was really looking to produce a show where people got to come on stage, and then the beautiful Elle came along with this fucking book. Listen, I I am a huge fan of hers. I think she's a beautiful writer. She's so cerebral. Like, get out your thesaurus. It's going to be deep. It's going to be deep. But I can't wait. And that's the kind of writing that I like to do. But when you're trying to sell yourself as a brand and a personality, you don't always get to do that. So I appreciate you guys coming out, for paying money for the show. Yes, money. Let's talk about money for a second. I'm a spoken word artist. I'm a mother. I have a 9 to 5. I do events out of love for doing events, for providing platforms for my homies who do this shit too. So I appreciate you paying what you paid in advance. I appreciate you paying what you paid at the door. And no, we're not famous yet, but we're worth it. So just sit tight and let us be worth it. Relax, close your eyes, and get into these motherfucking vibes. It's gonna be nice. Yeah. I'll be talking that. I'm ready to get in the show. So I am going to introduce the very first acoustic act. This is Lotus Fly. She is my homegirl. And you meet a lot of people when you make the open mic rounds. That's where I met her. She has like this really cool, like flowy voice. And I invited her out to my house to lead on a vibe session. And she was gracious enough to not tell me that I'm crazy and no, I'm not going to your house because I don't know you like that. So she came out and it was just beautiful. It was magic. It set the tone, and that's why I needed her first. You want to set the tone for the night, no pressure.